Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to the review of the Marshall Mathers LP2. Today we're celebrating the 10th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I have a special guest today, the legend, the master, Dutch MZFK.
My name is Jeff. Yeah. Album. And since anniversary album release of new Marshall Mathers LP2.
I am going to edit this shit out of this video. This is awful.
It's the B-sides. It's the B-side EP.
Okay, so how did you start listening to Eminem?
I think in 2010, I used to get this magazine, like a bunch of magazines delivered to my house. And it was, again, another article about, Eminem shitting on his ex-girlfriend, Kim, of course. And from there on, I started listening to the Marshall Mathers LP, the first one, thank God. And then the Slim Shady EP and LP. I checked those out, those sounded good.
It's so weird because you are older than me, like 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah, I'm 27.
27?
I'm getting closer to God.
You're in the 27 club, so Kurt Cobain, like, you're in the right time.
Yeah, but this record, it pushed me to the brink every now and then, so it got me close.
So my story is slightly different. I first heard Eminem like in 2000 or 2001 because my sister had the first Marshall Mathers on a cassette tape and the real Slim Shady as well. I did not understand a word back then in English, so it's like, yeah, this is nice. And years later I found out that the songs were about homosexuals and killing people.
I would have liked this LP2 a lot more if it came out in 2001, I think.
I mean, if the beats were different, then yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And like, I remember also that we had German television at our house and they would play Eminem's music videos all the time, like that one with Fred Durst.
Yeah, the real Slim Shady.
Yeah, and also My Name Is, but the censored version. Then the Eminem show came out and that music video for Without Me would play every single day, like all the time, and I just loved it.
I don't remember seeing him on TV. I heard him on the radio sometimes. There was a LimeWire mashup of Green Day Brain Stew, I think, and My Name Is, which is actually how I first heard Eminem, believe it or not. So that was a blast from the past. I almost forgot about that one. I found my wired earbuds.
Wow, the quality is so good now.
It is? Yeah, better late than never. So many fucking cables. God damn, I can't move my feet. Okay, here we go.
What do you think about the music genres on this record? Because Wikipedia page states that it's hip-hop and rap rock.
Yeah, Berserk and the So Far, the country influenced one. Those two, they are definitely, like, So Far reminds me of Kid Rock. It's just because of the redneck energy.
No, not Kid Rock. Also, he's not Kid anymore, isn't he?
Maybe he's age fluid. I don't judge, I don't want to get cancelled.
So we have lots of producers on this record, of course Dr. Dre and Rick Rubin.
Yeah, love him. Beardman, love him.
I don't believe you. What do you think about the production of this record?
Aside from the song Rhyme or Reason and Bad Guy and Desperation, it lacks a lot of bass. Very high end when it comes to the mixing and production of this record. I'm indifferent about it. Like, it could have used more bass, especially on the song Survival. I think there's just a lack of bass. But on songs like So Much Better and Berserk, it kind of works out. So in my eyes, the production is not bad, not great.
We have lots of producers here and I don't know most of these people, like DJ Khalil. This is not DJ Khaled, so who's that guy?
Oh, he's a DJ from Los Angeles, apparently. He's a member of the group New Royals, which features the singer Liz Rodriguez, who sang vocals on Survival.
Nice.
Like, a lot of these people don't even have, like, Wikipedia pages. Not that it means anything, but semi-famous producers have, like, Wikipedia pages,
So you said that the production was okay, just it lacked some bass.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think it was tight, like Rick Rubin did not destroy this record like Metallica's Death Magnetic, so praise to God. It doesn't distort the sound, right?
No, no, not that much. Except on our favorite Rap God. My ear started to hurt, not because the song was bad, but because of the way it was mixed and mastered. And then Survival, it's the same thing. But aside from that, the mixing and mastering was great, especially on Love Game.
Do you think that these songs are more compressed because they are singles with the music videos?
Yeah, I do think so. But then The Monster sounds okay. And that was the biggest single.
That's weird to me because if you remember, Death Magnetic sounded great, the Guitar Hero edition, because Rick Rubin didn't add compression to it yet. Maybe that's the case here, maybe he just compressed the singles and the rest are like demo versions to him, he just didn't show up to work and they just put the songs without him because he's not that involved with the process.
Like Corey Taylor said one time about Rick Rubin, like he comes in, he eats some shit on the couch, he says it needs to be changed, and then he leaves again.
I wish I had this job.
Yeah, no, same here.
Hey, Eminem, that beat on Bad Guy fucking sucks, change it. See ya. And Eminem is like, fire that guy. You cannot, he's Rick Rubin.
Executive producer Aku, I see it. It says here on the Wikipedia page.
No, not on Bad Guy, no. Now let's move on to the message of the record. It's diverse, so what are the lyrics about?
Retrograde, like Bad Guy reference to Stan. Then it talks about parental issues, like Rhyme or Reason, and Headlights, where he makes up to his mom about writing songs about her, I guess. It's about love, Love Game, Kendrick Lamar, comical song. Same for So Much Better, also deals with relationships. And then Survival, it's an anthem, you know what I mean? I guess anthemic, parental reasons, relationships, and dealing with fame, I guess, on some songs.
So yeah, the main concept here is basically a sequel to that second record. Some of the tracks are sequels to those songs, like Bad Guy is the sequel to Stan. We've got lots of personal struggles here, some relationship issues, some love, as you said, and also, I guess, critique, like he critiques his previous self.
For me, this record is mostly, you know, him wanting to make songs that are like the first Marshall Mathers LP, but then again, he also wants to make up to his mom about writing songs about her. But then he's also calling women like...
We know what.
You know.
Let's move on to the individual songs. Let's start with the first one, Bad Guy.
I love this song. It's my favorite one on this record. The beat is great, the singing is good.
This song is basically two beats just slapped together.
Yeah, two beats, one song. I think it's an interesting concept. I haven't seen it a lot, actually. Usually it's a co-production with like 2 or 3 producers like on this record, but I've never seen a part 2 of a song being produced by someone else.
So yeah, I think that Bad Guy, I love the flow here, the vocals, except the singing by Sarah. It's not me, sorry Mr. Jeff.
Sarah Jeff.
But Eminem is killing it. When it comes to the beats, you know my opinion. I don't like the first one. It sounds like that free instrumental beats on YouTube.
Yeah.
But the second one is fun, like it sounds epic. Like I agree with the second one. So what's your rating, my boy?
For Bad Guy, my rating is 8 out of 10.
Mine is 7 out of 10. And now we have Parking Lot. It's a skit.
It's a skit. He's running on the parking lot.
He's playing GTA 5.
Yeah.
We hear some gunshots. He shoots a dog, which is not nice.
R.I.P.
Hashtag cancel Eminem.
R.I.P. LP2.
I'm giving it 5 out of 10 because it's not a song. It's just a skit, you know. I don't care about them that much. I understand that it's supposed to help with the story, so you don't get confused, but I don't care for it.
Yeah, I will go with a 5 out of 10 too. I'm really indifferent towards it.
So the next song, Rhyme or Reason, what do you think about this one?
I love the sample, which is What Time of the Season, I forgot, by Rod Argent, performed by the Zombies. I love the sample. I think I love the way the sample did here more than the original because of the added bass to it. The drums flow really nice with Eminem's vocals. Some Eminem songs, they get kind of cringy when he criticizes something. Here, it's funny, and it also works with the sample. 8 out of 10. Love the drums too.
Nice, so you're going to hate me. I love the flow here, the singing. There was some singing here, right?
Yeah, Eminem does the singing.
Yeah, it's fucking awful, like I cannot stand it, like what the hell is he doing? Yeah, the beat is fine, it's nothing special to me. The singing is awful, and the rapping is nice, so 6 out of 10, so much better.
It's a funny, playful song. I used to listen to this one all the time, actually. But having that said, listening to it again after a time of having not listened to it, it's great. The last verse could have been cut and it would have been better. Just drags on too long after a little while for me. But the line where he says, "I'm only driving drunk because the bitch drove me to drink," and stuff like that, that made me chuckle. It was funny. There are funnier puns in this. So this for me, it's a 7 out of 10.
This one is so much better than I remembered. Yay!
Hey! Funny.
I agree with you that the last verse is a little bit too long, but besides that, I really enjoyed the beat, which is wow, just wow.
Yeah.
Finally, Jim has enjoyed something. Great!
A resto beat.
And the flow and the vocals are just perfect. So yeah, 8 out of 10.
Survival, featuring Liz Rodriguez of the band The New Royals. I remember when this came out as a single. If I recall correctly, this was also used on a Call of Duty trailer.
You're right. It was in the Call of Duty Ghosts, I think.
I remember hearing it on the trailer, and then this friend of mine I used to talk to, he also sent me the song. He was like, "Oh, this is great." And the first listen, it was indeed great. Like, I love the guitars, the drums, but then after
This is survival.
This
Is
do or die.
Holy fuck, the latency we have. Like,
Yeah.
we're not. It sounded awful.
We're doing great. I like the song a lot more at first, but now it's a bit mediocre after a while because of the compression. My ears will start to hurt. In the end, I will be fair to the song because I do kind of like it. 6.5 out of 10.
When it comes to me, I actually enjoy Survival much more. When it came out, I was like, it's okay, but it grew on me. I agree with the compression, but as you said, I love the instrumental work, the guitars, the drums, the vocals. Even the female vocalist is nice, which is a surprise. So this is one of the highlights for me here. I do enjoy listening to it, and I don't like Call of Duty games. 9 out of 10.
The next one is Legacy.
Dead President.
It's produced by Emily. By
Dead
Emile?
President.
No, like...
That's a joke just for us. Sorry, audience, this is for us.
Yeah. Fuck the press. This song, I don't have it in my notes. I will tell you why right now. And I have a good reason for this. Because the song Legacy and the next one, A-Hole, featuring Skylar Grey, are absolutely forgettable for me. This is the part of the record in the middle. I sent you a photo of my face. This is the middle part I was talking about. This is the part where you need to be dedicated to the review and just go through it. But this track, absolutely forgettable. I don't know what they did. I didn't like it a lot. I will give it a 3 out of 10.
Oh boy. So I think it was fine, like the instrumental work is okay. As you stated, it's a little bit forgettable, like when you finish the record you're not going to remember it, but I don't have any negative thoughts about this one. It's just like, yeah, fine. The vocals were mostly great, but the singing, well...
Yeah.
I mean, back in 2000 he did not sing at all. He even had a song with D12 where he said that he will never sing.
Yeah, but then he started singing on the song I Remember, that was a diss to Everlast. He was singing there on the country beat.
Do you remember the Everlast diss against Eminem?
No, I don't.
It was like, you need to check if your daughter has your DNA or something, and Eminem got mad.
God damn, well, I will check that out later.
So when it comes to Legacy, it's just a good song for me, nothing special, 7 out of 10. And now let's move on to A-Hole.
This was a time in Eminem's discography where I think he collaborated a lot with Skylar Grey. Like, I remember him doing quite a few songs with her.
And they are always the worst.
Yeah, they're not the best ones out of the bunch. The chorus, it just annoyed me. It was very childish. Yeah, also 3 out of 10. I'm sorry, I don't have a lot to say about this one either.
I mean, don't worry, we don't have to talk about every song for 5 minutes. We can just
That's true.
do it in 20 seconds. So I mostly agree with you, like the rapping by Eminem was great. The beat was like, it was worse than in Legacy. And Skylar, well, I just don't like her voice, and her singing, as you said, is a little bit childish. So this one is just decent. Like, when you're listening to the album, you're not going to skip it, but it's nothing special. 6 out of 10.
Berserk. This is a song that's different from Survival to me, in the sense that I disliked it at first, but now I do like it. It reminds me a lot of the Beastie Boys. They're also credited, like 2 of them are credited in this song as well. Rick Rubin is producing it. It's a fun track. It's a little bit of a party anthem, I guess. Nothing bad, nothing special. 7 out of 10.
So I am a little bit more positive about this one. I love the instrumental work, as you stated, Beastie Boys vibes all the way. The vocals slap. Rick Rubin did not fuck this one up at all. I love it, it's one of the better tracks on the record. 9 out of 10.
Rap God, produced by DVLP and Filthy, which is a great way to describe the beat. It's filthy, it sounds like a cheap dubstep beat made in FL Studio. The only thing that redeems this song is Eminem rapping really fast. The beat is obnoxious, the rapping is good. 6 out of 10.
I am surprised by the harsh reaction you have to this song. It's one of the better ones here. I agree with the part that the beat is obnoxious and annoying, but the rapping is perfect. I love the fast part. Of course, no one can understand what he's saying there, but it's fun. 9 out of 10.
I've been feeling like a rap god.
And the next song is about my ex-girlfriend Brainless. Do you like it?
Yeah, I really like the beat on this one. The flows that Eminem has on the song, they're good. They've suited the beat well. In the chorus, like in many other songs, or well, some songs on this record, he does this really, not high-pitched, but, his voice goes a couple of octaves higher. He sounds like a Kmart chipmunk when he does the singing with the high voice. It's not chipmunky, but it gets there. For me, the chorus kind of brings the song down, but Eminem's rapping and the beat do make up for it. 6.5 out of 10.
So I think this is also one of the better songs here. I love the vocals. As you said, the chorus is slightly lacking, but everything else is on point. Also, the beat is fantastic. Like, I've actually enjoyed this one a lot. 8 out of 10. And the next song, Stronger Than I Was.
I know you might not expect it, but I like it. The beat is somber. The vocals, the lyrics, they're good. It sounds very self-reflective, which is what I like. In some of his songs, when he does it well, he does it well. And I like it here. 7.5 out of 10.
I have a completely different opinion. While I do enjoy the introspective lyrics, the beat is atrocious to me. Like, it sounds like that music that would play in those commercials that you need to go to Iraq to war, fight for your country, stuff like that. It reminds me of that. Like, it's a beautiful day, it has that fake positive vibe that I just don't buy. The vocals were fine, but I must say that this is one of the weaker songs for me on the record. I wish it did not exist. 4 out of 10.
This song, The Monster featuring Rihanna.
Rhino.
Fucking hell. The Monster featuring Rihanna. I remember when this came out, it was all over the radio. When I don't hear it 20 times a day, it's an enjoyable song. I wouldn't put it on myself. It's made as a single. I'd say for me 6.5 out of 10. And side note, Beautiful Pain, the bonus track should have been the single instead of The Monster with Rihanna.
I must say that I agree with that statement. Beautiful Pain is slightly better. The Monster song, well, it isn't bad. I haven't heard it on the radio or as much as you did with that girl, but it's a fine song, like, the vocals are okay. It sounds like a standard radio song for me. 6 out of 10. And the next song so far?
This is the song that reminds me of Kid Rock. Having that said, it's very consistent. He doesn't do the strange, high-pitched singing. He's not being obnoxious when he's rhyming. It's a fun track. And does it have to be 5 minutes? No. So 6.5 out of 10 for me.
I am going to surprise you. I don't hate this one. I think it's actually quite decent. Like you said, the beat is okay. It's way different than the previous songs here. And also the vocals, well, they are good, mostly good. 6 out of 10. The next song, Love Game, features Kendrick Lamar.
I love how silly it is. I love how they tackle relationship issues in a funny, playful way. Kendrick Lamar's voice annoyed me back in 2013 when I first heard it, but now I grew to like it because I also grew to like his solo music. Yeah, for me, it's a really fun track, and I'm going to surprise you with this one, but it's an 8 out of 10 for me.
So to me personally, this song is average. I don't enjoy the beat that much. The vocals were okay. Eminem is killing it. Kendrick Lamar, I am not a big fan of his voice. So yeah, but I did enjoy the lyrics. As you said, they were quite funny. 5 out of 10.
Track 15, Headlights, featuring Nate Russ. You know the band Fun? It sounds like they could have made it, because Fun, as you remember, 2012, 2011 were big with the song We Are Young. I like this song, but I also have a feeling that Eminem was like, I need a song like that with a positive message that he is sincere about. The whole time I was listening to the song, I was thinking about the group Fun, which is not a bad thing because I like the music. But because of the lack of originality, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10.
I will surprise you, this is my least favorite song on the record. I just don't enjoy it. I feel it's like, I know that his message is sincere, but this is the type of music that like physically hurts me. This kind of melodies and the vocals, it's just not for me. I am not going to hate on it. I'm sure many people are going to love it, but not my cup of tea. 4 out of 10. And the final song on the standard edition, Evil Twin.
I love the beat. You know, it reminds me very much of, no, I don't want to say early 2000s hip-hop, but it has that feel to it for me. The lyrics were pretty forgettable for me, but I do remember the flow being good. Eminem, once again, not being obnoxious, just delivering a solid track that doesn't take too long, that doesn't feel like it's being dragged out. 7 out of 10.
I have the same exact thoughts when I think about this song. The beat really does have that early 2000s sound to it. This is also one of the tracks that it sounds like it could have been on that first Marshall Mathers record.
Exactly.
Like, think about other songs like Headlights or So Far. That stuff would never appear on the first record, that's for sure.
Nope.
But Evil Twin has that good quality to it, cool atmosphere. I do enjoy the vocals and the music, so yeah, 7 out of 10.
Now we're arriving at the section with the tracks that were featured on the deluxe edition bonus disc and on the iTunes bonus editions, with the first one being Baby. Once again, like Evil Twin, a little bit of an early 2000s hip-hop feel to it, which makes it really nice. Eminem's flows, they're good, they go along well with the beat, but he has this flow where he's like, he says a couple of words and stops abruptly. 6 out of 10.
I am going to surprise you. This is one of the highlights of this record to me. I love the beat so much, it's so much fun to listen to. It reminds me of that old school stuff. Also the flow here is amazing. I love that part with the stopping, just everything about this one. I just love this song, what else can I say, 8 out of 10?
Desperation featuring Jamie and Commons. I love this one. It's a great track. I love the singing Jamie does in the middle. It's cool, it has a little bit of that rap rock feel that we talked about earlier, and it's executed like really well. I listened to the song multiple times today because I rediscovered it again. Did I fall in love with it? Not really, but I do like it a lot. But I'm still gonna give it an 8 out of 10, baby.
Nice, I am going to surprise you with this one. When we were talking earlier on Facebook, I was like, yeah, I am not sure, but after I heard it, I think it's one of the better songs here as well. Love the instrumental work. The vocals mostly slap. I am not that big fan of Jamie's vocals. I am also going to give it 8 out of 10 because it's a great song.
Groundhog Day. The beat, it has like this, this annoying like Space Invader sound, in the end, like bing. The flows are delivered well. The lyrics, I didn't pay much attention to at this point. I'm sorry, I just lost my focus after a little while. 6.5 out of 10.
My boy, Groundhog Day is the best song here, period. The vocals slap, the flow great, the lyrics amazing. But the thing you hate is the thing I love. That beat is so good, it reminds me of old school nu metal for some reason, because of those weird noises in the background. So I was listening to it and I was like, yeah, that beat is so good. I've actually listened to this one twice because I was like, yeah, it's so fun. This is my favorite song. I guess I like the Space Invader sounds. 10 out of 10.
I guess you do. Next song, Beautiful Pain featuring Sia. Now, this...
Bye. Wychodzę, I am moving, I am going away.
Sia...
left the chat.
You're staying, bitch. This is the ass end of the record. We're gonna finish it. Beautiful Pain featuring Sia. This should have been a single instead of Headlights because the production is being done so well. The singing by Sia, I always liked her voice and she delivers it again on here. Eminem's flows, once again, really well. I don't know why he kept the best tracks on the bonus disc. This song, 8 out of 10 for me.
I am going to give this one the same rating as The Monster, because while this song is slightly better, then I don't enjoy the beat that much, but the vocals were fine. Eminem killed it. Sia, she was fine. 6 out of 10.
On to the next one, Wicked Ways, featuring Ex-Ambassadors. I also love this song. I love the production. There's a little bit of bass on here, thank God. The drums sound good. The kick is stumpy. It cuts nicely through the beat. The feature by Ex-Ambassadors, they also deliver on this one. 8 out of 10.
I must say that this one is way better for me than the Beautiful Pain song, but the feature to me was just fine. Like, it did not enrich the sound of the track. Like, if it was Eminem all the way, I guess I would enjoy it more. Yeah, it's good. 7 out of 10. So that was the end of the special edition, but we also have one other bonus track that our guest did not listen to. Nice. So
yeah.
Don't Front has a cool history, so you could only listen to this song if you pre-ordered the game Call of Duty Ghosts and also the album. If you did not, then you wouldn't get it.
Or you could pirate it.
It's cool to know that our guest is a thief and a liar.
Jam.
I think you would enjoy this one. While it's a little bit repetitive, it has that old school beat, like on the first couple of Eminem's records, and the flow is fine. Buckshot also has a nice voice, so yeah, this one is 6 out of 10. So now, my boy, we are going to move this around and...
No, I need to know one more thing. Your rating on the Call of Duty Ghosts video game.
Well, it has dogs, so that's 1 point. It doesn't have ghosts, this is not Scooby-Doo, sadly. I wish I would play a game like Scooby-Doo, but it's a first-person perspective and you can play as Shaggy or Daphne or Velma and you solve mysteries, and the game is like high production, there's some cool ghost, I would play that one. I wouldn't play Call of Duty. Like, my favorite Call of Duty game is the first one and Black Ops 1 because of the story, and that's basically it. I hate the gameplay because I don't like games where there's health regeneration and that when the level design gives you no room to move, like you have only one straight line to objective, you cannot find any secrets, you cannot find collectibles, you cannot move around like in old school Doom or Serious Sam and like discover new enemies. Like in Serious Sam you had a pyramid, like it was hidden and it had a special boss. That boss was only there, so normally you would just never find it. So when you explore your surroundings you can find different weapons or enemies or even references to other video games. Like you could find Duke Nukem in Serious Sam 2 and Serious Sam would say, "Dude, you are hanging here forever," because Duke Nukem Forever still hasn't come out in 2005. So that was nice. You will never see that stuff in Call of Duty. You will only see, what, nothing, just one story. It's like a movie, it's like Fast and Furious movie. It has no value.
But it has guns.
To sum it all up, the consistency is various, right?
Yeah.
Some songs are great, some leave a lot to be desired, right?
Especially the middle part.
The flow is disrupted, like some of the tracks flow really well, and then you have songs like Legacy or Asshole that Dachi doesn't even remember. Then we've got replayability. I think, yeah, some of the songs you can listen without any problems, like Survival, Rap God, Berserk, Brainless, especially the bonus tracks from the special edition.
Well, this record is replayable. The middle part I didn't like that much. The rest of the record is an enjoyable listen.
So my final rating is that it's a good record. It's nothing special. Like, some people might have been disappointed by it because it's not that similar to the first one, like the atmosphere is completely different. So why call it the Marshall Mathers in the first place? Like, you could call it a different name. People would probably enjoy it more because, like, when this was announced, I was like, so he's going back to his roots. And then you listen to this record, and no, he does not. Like, sure, some of the songs like Baby, Evil Twin, they have that old school sound to them, but Survival, Asshole, those are not old school Eminem songs. And I am not crying about it because the record is good, I do enjoy it, but I feel like many people when it was released were kinda disappointed by it maybe.
When it was announced, Eminem said that the songs he made were more retro and vintage compared to what he did on the previous two albums. He was saying that the songs that he was making on the early stages of this album reminded him of his earlier music, which is not a false statement, but if you think of songs like A-Hole, The Monster, and even though I love it, the song Love Game, it doesn't remind me of the first record like the song Bad Guy does, for example. Having that said, it's not terrible, but also not great. So the last rating for me of all these songs together, it's a 7 out of 10.
I also want to mention that the songs on the special edition are much more interesting compared to the stuff he chose for the actual album. Like, I don't know, why is that?
Something tells me that these were the songs that were like created in the earlier stages of this album. And that when he turned the record in to the record label, maybe they said that they needed more singles. Hence you get songs like Headlights and The Monster.
Yeah, that might be the case. So that's all from us, I guess. This took a very long time to make. Celebrate the recipe by spinning this record today. It deserves your attention. That's all from us. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram in the description. I will see you in my other videos. Also consider becoming a member on my channel so I can make you an album review or maybe a Doom MIDI cover.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
Remove that, remove
It's Touch MZFK. I upload rare new metal music on an irregular basis. If you like Eminem, you won't like what I'm uploading. Consider subscribing. This was a fun video, my first review. I had a nice time with my boy Jim. This is Jeff, and good night to y'all. God bless.
Bye.